that she gets emotional at every time she does.
Things. Our audio episodes at podcast.insightsintoentertainment.com or check us out on the web at insightsintothings.com.
Uh-oh.
So what is the risk of history repeating itself? So the question of whether history atrocities. These institutions work towards promoting peace, security, and human rights, offering a platform for international cooperation and intervention which was lacking in the pre-World War II era. However, history over the last 30 years has proven that mass atrocities, ethnic cleansings, and continued human rights violations still occur all too frequently.
So what about the human rights norms? So there is now a stronger global consensus on human rights norms. The horrors of the Holocaust were a key catalyst in the formation of these norms, and they serve as a moral compass that guides international relations and national policies, although adherence varies by country. But rogue nations and even rogue politicians have proven their ability to avoid prosecution from world courts while still committing violations of basic human rights. Then we have the democratic resilience. So many countries have developed more robust democratic structures compared to the early 20th century. These structures are designed to safeguard against authoritarianism through checks and balances, independent judicial systems, free press, and regular fair elections. However, even the bastion for democratic government, the United States, has proven that it is not immune to wavering from these beliefs with the election of self-serving, corrupt politicians more concerned with their own personal vendettas and agendas than what is right for the country as its people. I have no idea who you were talking about with that. I can't put my finger on it.
So despite all those ups and some downs, there are still persistent and emerging risks. Economic and social turmoil, for instance. Economic uncertainty and rapid social changes remain potent catalysts for nationalist and anti-Semitic sentiments. Economic recessions, job insecurity, and perceived threats to cultural identity can lead people to seek simplistic solutions and scapegoats, as we've seen in the 1930s and 40s. Which really is perfect that accused the Imperial March at that time.
It's like, wow.
That was not done in post, folks. Our Star Wars game is now playing the Imperial March when I get to that point. Polarization and populism. The rise of populist leaders and the increased political polarization in many countries echo some aspects of the pre-World War II era. Populist leaders often employ nationalistic rhetoric and may flirt with xenophobic and anti-Semitic sentiments to galvanize their base, creating a divided and potentially volatile political landscape. So one of the things that Hitler did, and did very well as a politician, was tune into people's hate. And he used hate as a motivator. And there are politicians today, not just in the United States, but primarily in the United States I'm referring to, who do exactly the same thing. They can pinpoint exactly what people want to hate or what they're prone to hate, and then just open up a can of it for them and use that to lead them around. And then all of a sudden you have this rabid group of literally mindless followers that will do anything for you if you feed that hatred.
Mm-hmm.
They'll even try and overthrow the most successful democracy in the history of the human race, all because you're teaching them to hate. What are your thoughts on that? How dangerous do you think that is, that the human mind can be that susceptible to that kind of transparent manipulation.
I think it's very scary, and that's is just looking at the past few years how much more that it's become acceptable for that to happen, and that there aren't more people out there going, "What are you, nuts? That's not where." That's what just kind of blows my mind. And these educated people that are just letting it happen, that aren't coming out and saying, no, 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 don't do that. That's wrong. Because you still have these people saying, no, come this way. This is the right way. We're the right people. Everything's been stolen from you. We're going to give it back to you. But yet they haven't done anything to make it better for those other people. And some of them have woken up, but a lot of them are still drinking the Kool-Aid, I think. And it almost, there are days when it kind of makes you wonder.
Theater,